going on, everybody? Welcome to the Jersey Shore Sports Media YouTube channel. This is our first video. We being me, very excited for this. We're going to be launching this as a part of my company, Stormers Productions. I figured, I'm always watching these fights. I'm always talking about the fights, so why not put them in a channel and let's get a community going. Let's really talk about it. So without any further ado, let's get right into tonight's big fight. UFC 259, huge fight. I love when the UFC puts together these fights. There's 3 huge championship fights plus 2 really good other fights on that card, potentially #1 contender fights, and then even the undercard capped off by Dominic Cruz. Really excited to see him get back in there. It's gonna be done tonight at the Apex in Las Vegas. Really cool. I hope that they open that up. I don't know if it's not, but open that up to the public. I would love to go there. It's really cool what they did there. Give all the tools and abilities for fighters. Aljamain actually talked about that, Sterling, about how he put his training camp in Vegas. He started off in Long Island and then moved to Vegas because of that, because of the resources. You get to save some money. They help you with your nutrition. They help you with your training, cutting weight. It's really cool. I think that's a really cool thing they have out there, and I would love to go visit one day. Let's get into this card. Obviously, the top of it, one of the biggest fights, if not the biggest fight of the year. We have the middleweight coming up, taking on the light heavyweight. We have, I won't be disrespectful, so we'll say the champ first, John Blachowicz. I knew I was going to mess up his name. I'm terrible with names. That's one thing you will learn. I'm a huge fan. I am terrible in names, so if I said that wrong, don't destroy me. But John Blachowicz, I said it 2 different ways now. This is going great already. First episode, and we're killing it here. Going against Israel, the last stylebender. It's going to be an amazing fight. At least I hope. I hope it doesn't go in the first round. I mean, Izzy has to come up. He did. I think he weighed in at 201. I mean, he came up weighing in with some pizza, which was kind of funny. But I mean, I'm a huge Izzy fan. But John is coming out there and he's going to look to knock him out. I know Izzy's been talking about precision and moving, and we've seen it. We've seen his fight with Forrest Whitaker where he's on his back foot and he throws that nasty hook over. What makes me nervous about the fight is that Izzy, he's someone who takes punches. He takes some hits. We saw that for when he fought for the interim belt. He definitely takes some hits, and you can't take hits from John. You cannot take hits. You saw that in his last fight with Dominic Reyes. I mean, that was brutal. That was a brutal knockout back in 2020, September of 2020. The Israel man, I mean, he's the real deal. He's #3 pound for pound. If he wins tonight, probably #1 pound for pound. There's going to be some fireworks, but we'll get more into that. If you see me looking down, I got my notes here. We got Amanda Nunes, my favorite, the Lioness, going against Megan Anderson. I have not seen Megan fight before. She is 6 foot. She is very tall. She has a big size advantage. I'm excited for this for Amanda because watching some of Amanda's last fights, she hasn't really been challenged. She hasn't been challenged in some time here. And if this is the challenge that really pushes her, we'll see a great fight. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see this going any differently. I think Amanda is going to take her out. She can wrestle, she can go to the ground, which we haven't really seen recently with Amanda. She'll take her right to the body. Amanda is, one for #1 pound for pound. This one statistic blew my mind. So this is Amanda's 9th fight since 2016. That's not the part that blows my mind. I mean, that's a lot of fights. All championship fights, either for a belt or defending a belt. 9 fights over 5 years have all been for the belt. That's like George St. Pierre, Anderson Silva level. I mean, that is insane. And this is I think her 3rd time defending the featherweight belt. I mean, I really don't know what you do after this if I'm Amanda Nunes. Now, Megan's a boxer, but she also lost to Holly Holmes and Felicia Spencer, and those are two people that Amanda easily beat. Felicia, she just beat via decision, submission. I said she can't fight off the back. Meanwhile, that's how she won recently. And she KO'd Holly Holmes, and Megan lost to both of them. So I don't know. I mean, Amanda can't go down in weight more than, you know, her bantamweight. She said in the press conference that she would want to defend her bantamweight. I think she has to retire for a year and then come back. I mean, she's only 32, so it's not even like, what do you, unless the UFC buys a whole nother company and brings those people in just for her, which is, I mean, you thought Ronda Rousey was dominating, and this is another level domination. I mean, it's getting to the point where I can't even imagine it's fun for her. Then third title fight. I heard his name said a couple times. You obviously just heard me butcher our main fight, but I heard a Russian say it. Petr Yan. I'm just gonna say Yan. Versus he's the defending champion. This is his first defense of the bantamweight championship, the 135 belt. He's going against Aljamain Sterling, one of my personal favorites. I think this is going to be a great fight. He's the #1 contender. This is also Jan's first defense of the belt after beating Jose, knocked him out. This is going to be these are one of the ones that can go one way or the other. I don't know. Jan's just an animal. He is just unbelievable. He's had 7 wins since 2018. He's just had 1 loss, which was a split decision. I mean, I don't know. But Sterling's fast. What's crazy is Jan's only 28, and Sterling's only 31. This division's deep, and they're young. And Sterling as well. He's just been dominating. He's on a 5-win streak. His last loss was to Marlon Moraes back in 2017, which is also still in the mix for a belt. So I don't know. This fight. These 3 fights are unbelievable. So that's tonight's card. Prelims start around 5:15. Early prelims and regular prelims 8 o'clock. Of course, the fight's out at 10 o'clock. Next card, I know we're all disappointed. The next weekend, fight night, Leon Edwards is going to be fighting Bilal Muhammad. It's also at the Apex. I mean, we get to see Leon Edwards fight, and let's not get it wrong. You know, Twisted Bilal is very good as well, but not the fight we want. But hey, we got Leon Edwards in there, and again, another lightweight into the mix. So yeah, so that's your review for the fight. This is our first video. I know there's a lot of me talking, so hopefully we'll get more into it on our Twitter. If you follow us on our Twitter right now, that's our only social media at oh my goodness, at JS Sports Media. my editor over here, who doesn't know she's going to be editing this. I'll edit it. We're cutting that out, obviously. But if you follow us at JS Sports Media, we're going to be covering the fights. I'm going to be covering rounds. We're going to start with the early prelims, because I do love watching these guys and girls, men and women, progress over their careers, and I think it's really cool. Anyway, that's the fights tonight. I'm really excited. I hope you're excited. I hope you can comment below who you think is going to take it. I'll go through who I think is going to win. Again, I love all these guys, so I'm a little biased and just, you know, stylistically and whatnot, and who I follow on social media. But my winners list tonight, and I'm not a gambling person, but if I was, these are the people I put the money on. I'm going Thiago Santos. Santos. I don't know why I'm saying that. I think he's going to bounce back. He's the sledgehammer for a reason, and I think he's going to take it tonight in a knockout. If I had to take a guess around the round, I'd probably say the 2nd round, 3rd round max. I don't see that fight going past 3 rounds. I mean, there's only 3 rounds. I don't mean it's going the distance. Second fight of the night, I would say Dober. I think he's going to look for the knockout. Again, he's fighting a ranked guy. He's not ranked. He's on a 3-win fight streak. 3-fight win streak. He's on a winning streak. All of them knockouts, so I see it going that way as well. I don't see any of these fights really going the distance, to be honest with you. This one's biased because I'm a Sterling fan, so I'm going Aljamain Sterling, the Funk Master. I don't know. I have no idea how this is going to go. I really don't know. No idea. I'm not even going to take a guess. Amanda Nunes, Again, I think it's going to the ground. I think she's going to get her. I think it's going to take a couple rounds. It might be the third or fourth, but I do think Amanda's going to take it, and I think it's going to have to come on the ground. I think she's going to take her down. I would love to be surprised, and I don't think Amanda's going to let this go to a decision. She's talked about that in the past. And then our main fight of the night, we got to go Izzy, man. Knockout. I would say second round knockout. And new champ. Anyway, comment below. Follow us on Twitter at JS Sports Media. Give us a like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. And have a great UFC 259 tonight.